All right, welcome everybody. We got an exciting match for you this afternoon. We've got our Hanover Heroes Gold team taking on the Whales from Monterey, California. The Heroes coming in undefeated on the season. They've just tore through the league this year and really just stacked wins on wins. But it hasn't been an easy road. A lot of great teams, and we're facing one of them today in the Whales. I'm sure they're going to bring it. You can see they're loading their players up right now. Sanji, one of the best Doomfists in the league. I know the Heroes have been working hard, preparing for that, preparing for their Wrecking Ball, their Reaper. They've been talking game plans about how they're going to counter their dive-type plays that they typically run week in, week out. These boys take these matches very seriously. They go back, they watch the tape, they work on their comps, they work on their play, kind of structured around how the opposing team's going to come at them. So again, Hanover Heroes Gold team taking on the Whales from Monterey, California for the championship match of this gold season. Hanover's looking for their back-to-back season championship. But like I said, it's going to be a tough road. So it's been a good team put together out there in Monterey. The Whales, one of the original teams in the league when we only had 4 teams in each division. So they definitely have a lot of experience there, and I'm sure are going to be bringing their A game to this match today. We're playing hybrid maps, which means you have to secure the point, take the payload, and then transport the payload across 2 additional points to try to get as many points as you can on each map, and then each team will get an opportunity to push the payload and defend the payload for each one of the maps. It's best of 3, so we're going to run at least 2 maps, and then if we need a third, we'll run a third as a tiebreaker. And given how these games have gone these last few weeks, really tight games, really quality teams. I expect this to go up until the very end for each of these matches. So stick with us. Great Overwatch action. Our Heroes Gold team going for the championship against the Monterey Bay Whales. Stick around. We'll be right back.
They say that you can see the devil dance on idle hands, so we put in work. Amen. Put the city on my shoulder blades and molded waves. Focus on devotion when it's rosy pain.
This is gonna be fun. What's this?
When it's no pain, it's no glory. Legendary grind for the history. Come to shut us down, you a what army? We about to go live for me.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
We put in work.
See ya.
Yeah, ain't no killing this energy. Spilling from the spirit, them lyrics being.
They are nothing to me.
The grind don't stop. We giving it 100 till the squad on top. We put in work. The grind
back. Just getting things set up here. We're going to shoot for a 2:05 Eastern Standard Time kickoff here in just a couple more minutes. I got the go-ahead that once we tick the clock here, we'll kick this thing off at, again, 2:05. So stick with us. One more short break, and we'll hopefully come right back to some action. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and we are kicking this thing off. Welcome back, our Gold Heroes team taking on the Whales from Monterey, California. So let's jump into this match. Kings Row. So this is our London, your England-style map. Again, these are hybrid maps in the fact that they need to secure the point. Here's where the payload is going to come out of, this little bridge area, or this little garage area here. Teams are going to have to work their way through this funnel to these choke points here around this bus. Typical strategy is to try to hold around this little roundabout area. Some teams will set up on the high ground here on the top, left, right, on this area right here, or on this area back here, and then rain fires as they try to secure the payload right there. So just here in a few seconds, there we go. We'll see who each team's playing. If you're rooting for the Heroes, they are in red. They will be running DC Fuse, will be running the Reinhardt. Barebow Fraggins will be running Anna. Mercy will be run by Weirdo. Winston will be run by Milk My Sheep. May will be run by Agent Tech. And Hitscan will be running his Widowmaker. For the Whales, they are running a McCree, a Reinhardt, an Anna, a Wrecking Ball, a Lucio, and a May. All right, so you should see the Heroes. Sorry, we'll be pushing out first. They'll be pushing their way up against this defense of the Whales, trying to secure the payload and pushing. So let's see how this battle plays out. Let's go ahead and take the view of the defense here and see how the Heroes come in here. So the Whales do a good job setting up behind the shield of that Reinhardt. Those Reinhardt shields are extremely critical. A couple May walls go up between both sides there. Got our Widowmaker run by Hitscan up here on top, raining fires down the enemy position. We know how deadly he can be in these fights. He can pick off those backline players is typically who he targets. You can see the Horde's doing the Heroes doing a good job pushing deep into lines here. Good elimination by Reinhardt to take out that Sanji played McCree. Another good elimination by Diva, but May from the Whales follows up and takes out the Reinhardt of the Heroes. So a couple good eliminations. May takes out the May of the opposing team. Wrecking Ball does put out his mines, which does take out Agent Tex May there. But Heroes have a slight numbers advantage here, bringing that May right back into the fight as Weirdo. Here comes a Diva Bomb coming in. Does go off, but doesn't find anybody home there. Heroes do have the slight numbers advantage here. See if they can do something. But Sanji unleashes his high noon. Gets both support elements of the Heroes, and that's going to send the majority of the team back to spawn. So good defense by that Whales team. Hitscan does ultimately take out Sanji, though, but then Agent Tech, in turn, is taken out by the Reinhardt of the opposing team. So Here comes the Heroes right back out here for a second push. Good job by the Whales on that defense there. See, they put up that May wall. Heroes stacking behind it as they push in here. Both teams back at full strength. Heroes pushing in strong here against this tough Wales team. Like I said, we knew this was going to be tough coming in. Good Reinhardt charge on the ball. They do take out the ball. We know that's a critical part of their team. But the Reinhardt comes back and gets the May, played by Agent Tech there. Diva gets a couple of eliminations there. Sanji comes back with elimination on our Reinhardt, though. So really evenly fought battle here so far by both teams. Really hard to say who has an advantage here. So Hammer Strike, Earth Shatter, I'm sorry, by the Reinhardt, the opposing team. Here comes the Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb goes up, comes down, does find the Lucio, the opposing team. The Heroes have a slight advantage here. See if they're able to convert on it this time. Just need to chase that Wrecking Ball off. They're doing their best to get rid of that Wrecking Ball, but it buys time for the rest of that Wales team to get back here. Again, high noon by that Sanji played McCree. Takes out 3 of the Heroes members and still unable to secure this first point here. So here comes the Heroes reassembling again. The Wales, again, just playing a tough defense. Hitscan does get a good long-range elimination. Reinhardt comes out here, charge. Hanzo unleashes his ultimate. It doesn't look like it finds anybody home, so pretty even match right here. Mercy is taken out. Weirdo's Mercy is taken out by the Reinhardt, the opposing team. Just 37 seconds here. The Heroes need to get some traction here and take out these... Looks like they did nano their Reinhardt. They need to get this Wrecking Ball off here. He is just not giving up. He is being really pesky and just keeping us from maintaining this point. He does throw out his mines there, but he buys time. They do ultimately take him out, but it buys a lot of time. Just 12 seconds left on the clock here. Heroes need to secure this point or the Whales are going to get away with... not allowing the Heroes to get any points. Let's see how this works out. They do manage to clear that last player off the point here and start to earn credit towards the point. But the Whales aren't going to give up. They're going to get that Wrecking Ball right back onto the point before they can fully earn credit. The rest of the team's going to come back in here. They do clear that Wrecking Ball off the point, start to earn credit. Let's see if they'll be able to get this payload here. And they do, and that's going to give them another 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. So they put it down to the last minute, actually went into overtime to secure this first point. That first point is notoriously hard to secure, but they're going to need to make a fast second point push here to really get deep into this game. So here they are making their way. You can see the Whales, again, we knew this was going to be a tough game coming in, a tough match coming in. The Heroes got the best of them the first time they met earlier in the season, but all teams just improve week in, week out. Hanzo unleashes his ultimate hit scan there, does get an elimination on the opposing team. Reinhardt comes in. May with a nice elimination on the May from the opposing team. You can see they did freeze us in that process. Wrecking Ball comes in there. He's quickly eliminated. Good, fast push by the Heroes here. Minute 36 seconds. They're playing really good after having struggles there with that first point. This is a really quick second point push. It's like the Whales may surrender this point at this point. We'll see if they're going to try to charge in here and stop it or actually set up on defense here. Looks like they're going to surrender the second point. So the Heroes do get 2 points so far, but this last point is notoriously hard to secure. You really need to save some ultimates for this fight. May gets a nice elimination on the Wrecking Ball of the opposing team. See a couple May walls get put up there. See, the payload is pushing in. Still 2 minutes, 24 seconds left on the clock. Good push here by the Heroes. They need to clear out that May wall. Hanzo on the ultimate unleashed by hit scan there. Looks like the opposing players from the Whales were able to defeat that. They do put up a May wall, which separates some of our players from our support elements. So nicely done there. Wrecking Ball is going to come in there, put out some mines. That is going to take out a couple of the Heroes players, and they are going to go back to spawn. So the Heroes, still a minute, 51 seconds left on the clock. Still plenty of time. Again, well played match so far by the Whales. Enrique and his team over there in Monterey, just great job preparing for this match. It shows they were ready for this tough Heroes team, and they are bringing the fight to the Heroes. Here comes the Diva Bomb. Goes off, does manage to get into that back line, taking out the Ana and the Wrecking Ball of the opposing team. Reinhardt on Reinhardt battle here. They're going to be chunking hammers at each other. Diva, played by Milk My Sheep's going after that Reinhardt. They do take him out. This is going to let him make a decent little push here, as a lot of the Monterey Bay Whales need to respawn. Good job by the Reinhardt, played by DC Fuse here, to drive back that Wrecking Ball. We know how pesky he has been. Good job by May with the freeze there. The payload is so close. Hanzo unleashes his ultimate. Sanjay comes back with High Noon and does take out the Mercy. It's played by Weirdo. It's a major brawl. DC Fuse, a couple tough eliminations there. They just got to clear this Wrecking Ball off, see if they're able to clear it off and get it to the third point. Looks like they're super close, but May comes in just in the last second, drops in on the top and unleashes her ultimate. That's going to freeze a lot of the Heroes there. And give them the advantage. Still 31 seconds left on the clock, so the Heroes are going to have to come in here hard. See if May can hold the line here while the rest of the teams fight their way back. Just 21 seconds left on the clock. We'll see if the Heroes can make it back in time to drive this into overtime. You can see how close this payload is. 14 seconds, 13 seconds. I can hear them yelling at the time in there. It looks like they should be able to make it in here in time with a good Reinhardt charge. But here they come in. Diva does make it here on time, so they are on the point. This will go to overtime right now, and ultimately it's just going to be a matter of who can... Diva Bomb goes off right here on the point. It does manage to take out the May. A hit scan unleashes his ultimate. 1-2 eliminations there. Good job by the Heroes. They're doing everything they can to finish this team off. They just got to peel this Wrecking Ball off the point here. Let's see if they're able to do that. They're concentrating their fires on him. They did freeze him. See if they can push, and they do get the third point in overtime. Well played by the Heroes. GRs over to that tough squad from Monterey. That came down to overtime, both on that first and third point. So each one of these gamers is giving their all in this championship match. This is exciting Overwatch action here. If you've never experienced esports, particularly youth esports, this is the top of the game, and these are some of the best players in the country you're seeing here today. So great round to start things off here, and we'll get this next round started. Again, the payload's going to come out from this spawn point right here. Both teams will get an opportunity to push this payload. So this time it's the Whales' time to push the payload. Looks like the Heroes are going to be running Reinhardt, Ana, Mercy, Diva, May, and a hit scan's going to be running as Hanzo. So the same comp as last time. As far as the Whales, looks like they're going to be running a Tracer this time, as well as a Junkrat and a Lucio. So a little bit comp change for them as they're pushing their payload. A little bit faster comp allows you to get your teams back into position quicker when they're eliminated. So let's see how that strategy pays off. Heroes setting up their defense here. And here we go into the second round of this match, with the Heroes playing defense again. If you're rooting for the Heroes, they are in red. If you're rooting for the Whales, they are in blue. Using nice work of that Reinhardt shield, fighting behind that. You can see they're going for flanking positions. Looks like they're coming right back down the center. So where it looked like they were going to flank in, I heard them make that call in there in the dojo, calling out their positioning, where they're coming, top left, bottom left. Maywall put up there by Agent Tech. You can see they're working their way around. They did work their way to the high ground there. Looks like Milk My Sheep playing that Diva, and the top left's going to go after him here in the corridor. Hitscan does get an elimination on the Ana of the opposing team. Hitscan unleashes his ultimate, taking out the Lucio. They do have their Reinhardt and their Wrecking Ball here on the top left. Milk My Sheep's up here playing that Diva, tough Diva there. He just takes out that Wrecking Ball. You can still see the Reinhardt up there on top. He's going to charge his way back, get back with his team, give them their shield. Heroes doing a really good job playing this defense here. So here comes the Wrecking Ball fighting his way in. Like he's going to work his way back to the Wales team, trying to consolidate up. From an ultimate perspective, doesn't look like anybody has any ultimates here. Wales are doing a good job. 2 minutes, 19 seconds. Still plenty of time to take this first point. D.Va does take out the Ana from the Wales, so that gives them a little bit of advantage here, taking out that support element. They may wait until they get her back. You can see them consolidating back here behind the point. Looks like Hitscan's going to go in here after him. I'm sorry, that's May. Is going to go in after him. She's going to back out quickly as they work their way in the back line here. So good maneuver by the Wales. Looks like the Heroes kind of lost focus of them, but here comes Reinhardt charging in. But he's quickly taken out by the Reinhardt of the opposing team. D.Va's going to set off her D.Va bomb. 1-2 eliminations. Hanzo unleashes his ultimate. So we've got pretty much an even fight here at this point. Let's see if D.Va is able to take out this Reinhardt over here. They are ultimately. Mercy, played by Weirdo, is going to get Agent Tech playing May right back into the fight. And looks like the Heroes back with numbers advantage at this point. So good maneuver by the Wales there. Kind of caught the Heroes a little off guards, moving in behind the point there and chasing in on them. But the Heroes responded quickly, got right back into position, and did a really good job getting right into the fight. All right, so again, 1 minute left on the clock. Heroes have done a good job to this point, but so did the Wales when they were defending, and the Heroes managed to get a last-minute securing of the point. Let's see if the Wales can do the same here. So here they come in, charging in hard. Fire Strike does find its way through. Wrecking Ball comes in, unleashes his ultimate. There's all those mines go off. They can be devastating. Definitely wears down the Heroes there. Reinhardt, played by DC Fuse, gets taken out. You can see D.Va's in here in the fight, so it looks like they do have a slight advantage here, taking out the May, played by Agent Tech. But Mercy's done a good job healing this D.Va up. Mercy's going to set off, D.Va's going to set off his ultimate. Does take out the Junkrat of the opposing team. So time is ticking down, 17 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if Milk can hold this line. He's done a really good job holding this point. Allows DC Fuse to get back. Hammer Strike by DC Fuse does take out their Reinhardt. They just need to take care of this Wrecking Ball there. That's going to get big advantage. Good freeze by May. Ultimate unleashed by Hitscan. That is going to give them the numbers advantage here. Let's see if they can fight back, and they do not. And the Heroes will win this first round. Good series of unleashed ultimate. Milk with that hero move, holding with that D.Va, unleashed that D.Va bomb and held the point, allowed for his rest of his team to get back. Here is Hitscan. He's going to be the player of the game for this this map. Here you see him unleash his ultimate. Milk My Sheep gets a couple eliminations alongside him. Really, this is a series that allowed him to push that final point. He gets 1, 2, 3 eliminations across the team, and that is going to give the Heroes the first points of the game. And we'll come back here shortly. It's just going to be about a 5-minute break. We'll come back and we'll get to round 2, which is going to need Nubani. Stick with us. right, welcome back. A tough first map there with King's Row. Both teams got stalled at the first point trying to secure the payload. The Heroes secured it just in overtime. They prevented the Whales from securing the point at all, and that is going to give them the victory. We're going to kick into this map here in just a couple seconds. We're playing Numbani. So if the Heroes win this map, they win the match and they win the championship and bring two successive championships to Hanover. But the Whales are not going to go down easy. It's going to be tough, and let's kick into this round. All right, so welcome to Numbani. All right, so here you see the payload. Again, another tough, these hybrid maps, it makes it really tough to secure these payloads. Because it puts them out here. It gives the opposing team a lot of room, where in the escort maps, you're pretty much pinned against your spawn with the payload. In this one, you've got to kind of range out a little ways, and you can see all the high ground, low ground, the little hide location, little defilades that they can kind of tuck themselves in. And rain fires on you as you try to secure those payloads. So notoriously hard to secure these hybrid payloads, especially at this level of play that we're seeing today. All right, so for the Heroes, if you're rooting for the Heroes, they are in blue. If you're rooting for the Whales, they are in red. The Heroes will be on defense this time. We've got DC Fuse running Reinhardt, Barebow Fraggins running Anna, Weirdo running Mercy, Milk My Sheep running Diva, Agent Tech running May, and each Jackhammer or Hitscan running that Hanzo. And from the opposing team, we've got a Doomfist, a Reinhardt, an Anna, a Wrecking Ball, a Lucio, and a Reaper. So they've done a little bit of a comp change. You can see the Heroes are pushing a little far out here, but looks like they're going to range back, probably just trying to get eyes on what the enemy might be bringing at them so they can prepare their defenses. Looks like they're going to be setting up in this tight little corridor here, not back towards the payload, but looks like some of them are retreating back towards the payload. So let's see how this plays out. We've got Hitscan out there trying to get those quick picks. Got Anna here, played by Barebow Fraggins, trying to heal him up. And here you see the opposing team coming in. They've got 3 minutes and 35 seconds to secure this first point. All right, and here you see them coming in here. They're going with this flanking position here. Working their way around this angle. You can see they've worked their way all the way around getting the high ground in behind the payload. So interesting maneuver. Let's see if it pays off for the Whales. They do get here on the point. A couple good Hanzo unleashes his ultimate for the Heroes, and May takes out a couple players as well. So good job by the Heroes. They do get this Wrecking Ball in here deep, but it's a 1v4. Good sleep by Anna, good freeze by May, and they're quickly going to dispatch him. They do have a player trapped back here. Looks like it's the Lucio. Again, we got a 1v4 situation. You have to assume that he's not going to last real long. He is distracting him, though, allowing the rest of the team to get back in here. That Lucio does work his way around and take out the Barebow Fraggins Anna. But Hitscan in turn takes out the Reaper of the Monterey Bay Whales. See Hitscan playing this Hanzo character out front here, trying to get those picks as the Whales work their way around here. Working their way around towards the point. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Heroes playing a stout defense, but again, this is a tough Whales team that has a lot of capability here. And they're pushing in, charging in hard here. They do chase down that Wrecking Ball. You see the Reinhardt charging in here. Hanzo's going to unleash another ultimate here. Is going to help and assist in taking down a couple more players. Agent Tech with playing that May does get the Reaper. Diva's going to be chasing down this Reaper here. Hitscan gets illumination on the Lucio of the Whales. And another good defense. Here comes the Wrecking Ball charging in. Working his way around. Reaper does come in, and but he's taken out by the May, played by Agent Tech of the Heroes. So a good, stout defense so far by the Heroes. Looks like the Heroes are going to take the fight to the Whales here on this side of the corridor. Let's see how this works out as they kind of charge in closer to the spawn. Not letting them get into the flanking position. Looks like they're going to take a couple pop shots here, trying to get those early eliminations with Hitscan. He is super accurate long range, so he does a good job kind kind of baiting them in. Here comes the Doomfist played by Sanji. We knew he was going to be a problem. They do get the Wrecking Ball on the point with those mines. Reinhardt on Reinhardt battle. DC Fuse wins that battle, so good job there. They're making a hard charge in here. Hitscan takes out the Ana of the opposing team, but Sanjay takes out the Reaper of the Heroes here. So pretty even fight, but a couple good eliminations there by Hitscan, taking out the Reaper and the Doomfist of the Whales. That's going to give them an advantage here. Whales have enough time for one more good solid push here. 22 seconds left on the clock. Heroes are being super stingy with their stout defense as the Heroes get on position at the point. They know they're going to have to hold here, and they're going to have a tough onslaught coming in here from the Whales in just a few more seconds. You have to imagine this match is going to go to overtime. It's going to come down to who has ultimates. Good sleep by Barebow Fraggins as that Reaper pushes in here. You have to imagine that he might have his ultimate. A good job by DC Fuse. A couple eliminations. Milk gets an elimination on that Sanji. Wrecking Ball gets an elimination there. They just need to clear off this Lucio. If they clear off this Lucio, that might do it, unless they can get another player in here in time. You know the Heroes in charge. They did get this Wrecking Ball back, but he does not get there in time. Just a millisecond too late. And the Heroes are going to keep the Whales from securing any points in this first round. So really good defense there by the Heroes. So the Heroes just need to secure more credit towards the point than the Whales, and they will win this map, they will win this match, and they will be crowned champions of this the second season in a row that a Hanover team has represented and earned the championship in these Overwatch Gold divisions. But again, the Whales are not done. They've played really, really well so far all season, really. We knew they were going to meet us in the playoffs and potentially in the finals, and here they are. So a lot of credit over to them so far. Tough play. The Heroes are in there sweating, talking, strategizing because they know this is a good team. So the Whales are going to be pushing out again. The Whales are in red. The Heroes are in blue. You'll see the little clock illuminate here in a second. Looks like everybody's running similar comps to last time. Looks like the Whales are adding a Baptiste and a Diva to their comp, playing the defense here. And the Heroes are running the same comp they've run all game. Again, we've got DC Fuse, Barebow Fraggins, Weirdo, Milk My Sheep, Agent Tech, and H-Jack Hammer. That's your undefeated Heroes with the season on the line. If they take this point, that's going to do it. And like I said, they're going to be crowned champions and bring a championship back to Hanover for the second season in a row. So here they come out. Here come your Hanover Heroes. All right, working their way to the point. Some skirmishes happening here in the corridor. You can see they got a May waiting right here by the door entry. Does put that ice wall up. Does a good job separating the team a little bit. Does so well timed there, but they do manage to get the May here on the point. Puts her wall up right on the point. That's something that the rest of the team's going to have to deal with. They probably are going to take her out here, but that's going to get the rest of the team. You can see how much they only need to earn. If you look at that top section, they only need to earn to where that little yellow triangle is in terms of credit to the point. So very small margin of error. Sanjay does get a couple tough eliminations with the Heroes, and you have to imagine they're going to have to respawn here and retry a push. But we got Diva and Mercy back here. Mercy does get taken out by that Baptiste of the Whales. So this match is not over. Whales are going to be playing tough. They showed a really good strategy, and they showed a really great strategy, that first defense, and if they can keep that up, we'll see how that plays out. Here you see they put this May here. They split the team with that May wall when the Heroes came through. You have to wonder if the Heroes are going to try to maybe do a straight-on strategy this time, take the point, and have a skirmish right here at the entryway. So we will see. They do have a couple ultimates. They do have that Diva Bomb, and the Heroes are just going to push right here up the center towards the point. They just need a little bit of credit. The Whales need to respond. That's one strategy. We do have a Diva Bomb going off. It does not find anybody home. Good job by the Whales to knock that off, but good eliminations by Hitscan, by Milk. Hitscan gets another elimination, taking out Sanji. We know what a critical piece he is to that team. one of the better players in the league right there. That's Sanji from the opposing team, and they do it. So that is going to do it. The Heroes win. Defeat a tough Wales team from Monterey, California, and win the championship of the Overwatch Gold season. Congratulations, Hanover Heroes. Here you see player of the game. It's going to be Hitscan again, his second pog in the row. Here you see him chasing down the opposing players, taking out that Reaper. He's going to take out that Sanji, played Doomfist there. Another elimination by Agent Tech there of the Lucio, and that gave them enough to push the rest of the teams off the spawn. And that is going to do it. Hanover Heroes, again, champions for the Overwatch Gold Division. Just really proud of these boys. They played hard all season, finished the season undefeated. But GG's over to the Whales from Monterey, California. Just a tough team, great season. Enrique and his crew, always fun to play those guys. And I'm sure we're going to see them have team representation in the regionals and finals once we get to down to Raleigh this summer. So we'll be right back here. Just take a short break, and then we'll talk to the boys here in just a second. All right, we're back. Here we have our championship Hanover Heroes team, minus Hitscan, who's playing remote today. So congratulations to the Heroes. Again, we got from left to right, we got Barebow Fraggins, we got Milk My Sheep, we got Agent Tech, we've got Weirdo, and we've got DC Fuse. And then obviously we got Hitscan playing remote. So great game, guys. Yeah, we got Weirdo there. He's wearing his Horde jersey today. But it's okay. We're all good. We represent Hanover, representing Hanover with a strong, tough team. So really proud of these guys. They played hard. They worked hard all season. And again, another championship to Hanover. We are where Overwatch is at its best. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. We had a lot of fun. Congratulations to the Heroes. We got some more Fortnite and Overwatch action coming up later today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.